Hey, so what's going on YouTube? My name is Omar. I'm back with another presentation for you guys. Right now it is 2 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon. You know what? I cannot wait till I go back to work. I'm scheduled to go back on the 25th, which is next Monday. So I'll be looking forward to that. That way I can have some income coming in. So I have been off work since June 30th due to the summer school schedule in regards to the Riverside school. But I'm definitely looking forward to getting back into the swing of things come next Monday. But what I want to talk about today is I want to talk about the whole concept of how hard work does not always equal success. And that's okay though. Hard work does not always equal success. And this is a concept that you wouldn't really understand until you had some life experiences throughout the years when it comes down to getting involved in different things and seeing how even though that you may strive really hard to make something happen, that sometimes things just don't go your way. So this is one of those life experiences that you have to experience on your own as you become an adult, because as kids we were conditioned with the whole concept of hard work pays off. In order to be successful, you have to work hard. And that's not necessarily the case, because you can work hard and you can still fall short, you can still fail. I remember I made a video on my past failures, and I actually have it on my YouTube page, and you can check the video out. I talk about my past failures, and during those failures, I realized that even though I was trying my best, that things still didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to. So that kind of gives you the idea of not to get into this fairy tale concept of if I just work hard, then magically, that thing, that accomplishment that I'm striving for is going to come to fruition and everything is going to work out in my favor. That is not necessarily true. My previous job as a youth advocate employee, as a mentor, that I was doing for maybe about 3.5 years, I was one of the hardest, if not the hardest working person there. On top of, the things that I was very capable of doing, and I've proven myself time and time again, I was one of the hardest working people there, if not the hardest worker. And even though I had all that hard work underneath my belt, I didn't necessarily get a promotion. I didn't necessarily get like a real huge increase in pay, and I didn't get a promotion. So only thing that came with that was job security. I was able to hold on to my job longer. The fact that the skill set that I was able to bring to the table that not too many others had, that secured my position for however long that I wanted to stay with that company or with that organization. But it didn't necessarily pan out the way I wanted to when it comes down to a getting a full-time position or getting a promotion position where I had more of a leadership role. So, and no hard feelings. It is what it is. I decided to resign in order to move out here to California to start a whole new career path. So that's just one of the examples of how hard work does not always equal success. We actually have, I know there's biblical scriptures that talks about hard work when it comes down to 2 Corinthians chapter 9, and starting at verse 6, where it talks about how if you sow sparingly, then you will reap sparingly. If you do a little, you're going to get a little in return. You see what I'm saying? There's also a scripture in Proverbs where it talks about how diligent hands brings forth wealth, but laziness will bring forth poverty. So there is a lot of truth to those scriptural passages there, but the concept of hard work itself does not equal success, because there are so many, what's the word that I'm looking for? There are so many other variables that's going on around the world and this universe that you have absolute no control over. So anything can happen at any given time. Some people just happen to be at the right place at the right time. Some people, it's all about them preparing a certain type of way. You can work hard, but not necessarily prepare the right way. You see what I'm saying? So you have people that prepares a certain type of way. And then you just have things that just happen. It seemed like it just fell out of the sky and it just fell into your lap. You know, there are times when God may have his hands in things that you're not even aware of. And you're like, man, I wonder how that happened. God had his hands in the mix that whole time. You just really didn't realize it. So there are a lot of things that come into play. There are a lot of variables that we don't have no control over. So that kind of lets you know that we're not really in control like we think we are. Yes, hard work, what hard work does is that it does bring forth improvement if you want to become more real well-rounded. Hard work brings character. It does bring character, and it gives you a reputation that's very favorable among people. And also, you may work hard in one area and it may not pan out, but then it can open a door to something different. You may tried a 4-year apprenticeship program with a position in a construction company, and after about 2.5, maybe 3 years, it didn't pan out. But you worked your butt off to make that happen, right? It didn't pan off, so you would think, dang, my hard work didn't pay off. But on the other hand, the fact that you were a hardworking person, and that shows, that foreman, whatever, said, hey, we have another opportunity in the engineering department that you will be a better fit for, and then you go and you go ahead and thrive in that area. So that's just one example of how hard work doesn't necessarily always pay off, but it does help at the end. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.